Okay. Wait a minute. Franchise, here. They rearranged things on me. What do you think, Fuzz? Can we win a game here? Joe Shiesty. The Shiesty one. Hey, Fuzz, is he the Shiesty? Is he the Shiest?
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks
Gino.
taking on the Chicago Bears.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Disease-covered Puget Sound. Right, Fuzz? Bears at Seahawks. The Bears.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He's got a man.
Yo, baby.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Shit.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I thought I tried to throw the tight end.
When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Fuck it, I'm going for it.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Montgomery. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Bullseye.
Chase Claypool.
Got it,
from
Fuzz.
10 yards out. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical.
Almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard
Come on,
line.
Cleveland.
As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's got Rome. There he goes, right side.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Yes.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown.
Jesus Christ.
Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. These two teams all tied after one. From the 50, here's Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, quick slant, finding Claypool. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
Oh.
And this one is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Shit. Oh, Jesus.
Broken up.
Boop, 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 boop.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
All right, Fuzz. Well, it's a promising start to that drive, but
so they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
coffee time.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Shit.
And he is going to have a
Over
Seahawks
pursued him.
first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return.
Dixon.
And this will be taken at the 13. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them.
Shit.
So he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal
Fuck me.
Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And that flag accepted.
Fuck.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
What was that going?
Too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Montgomery running right.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Gino on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Fumble return for a touchdown.
Throwing again is Smith. This is caught.
Shit.
Touchdown. Will Dissly in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here.
Well, because of that interception, guys.
And that's a lead that excites a team.
I feel you, Coach.
Good way to finish things up.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. First throw now for the backup Locke. And some room to work. And
Buzz
they
on.
will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score
Take
lead
it to the
down
house.
to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Santos now to add the PAT.
They're not going for 2. Take a guaranteed
And
point.
he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Locke trying again after the pick 6. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Locke's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end,
Shit.
let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yes.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Sackage.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Mike Pennell able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Oh, shit. Thanks for the blocks, guys.
42-yard punt, 3 on the
He's looking good, and then they all
and
just
the Bears take over.
fucking bail.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
Shut up and drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A shotgun snap for Simeon. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Simeon.
Shit.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Simeon. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, God, I threw it right out.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Fuck.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great
Oh,
effort
fuck.
there.
Slap that ass.
34 yards. And the Bears have scored
done,
again
Fuzz.
in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't
Also
want to
known
lock
as
in on a receiver before the ball is
getting
snapped.
lucky.
But in
Yep.
this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Oh, God.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Brutal.
And he won't return this one. He'll go
Still
down to
works.
a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, Great play calling, excellent execution. And then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few
Because I said so.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to Penny Hart. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I could have just thrown to the receiver. That was right there.
Incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again,
take it.
Or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Locke to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. It's a pickup of 16.
God, I almost had it.
It'll lead to a new set
Behind,
of
like well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've certainly had their share of trouble
well short of the
running
1st down.
in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Penny up the middle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll take this
Homer?
one down to the 36.
Ah.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know.
What kind of an attempt is this?
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught.
Oh, post.
They got to find a way to bring those
Posting
two
out,
elements
baby.
together so they can make some progress in this one.
If we could just take a long drive here and get a touchdown, that would ice it.
So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying 4th quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always a chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, it's Simeon. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
Oh, no.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Fuck.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
On their own one.
That one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Throwing now is Locke. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Locke throwing on target to Fant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. 57 for Mike. 57.
Throwing again on second down.
Oh.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Shit.
Now Locke, gotta have this
Ha!
one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
They never went over no huddle in the tutorial. I was like, what the hell is happening? It
Wouldn't
let me pick anything.
Remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock.
You're
that's in your
damn
favor. You look at the
skippy.
geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are able to build on
might
their
win the game.
4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So now Locke and the Seahawks down by 10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here's Locke. Gets this to Fant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Locke. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. First down now, but that clock rolling. Locke to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. Locke to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it's Simeon. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
Why?
As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Simeon.
Oh, for fuck's sake. And this is why you just kneel, right?
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Are we going to see an onside kick here?
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A 1. Almost fucked it up.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
We won, Fuzzy. We beat those nasty birds. There we have it. One more preseason game to go, and then we're on to the regular season.